France Telecom was once considered a secure and comfortable place to work, but 32 work-related suicides there in the past 19 months has exposed a great myth, that France's social-economic model provided shelter from competitive and harsh work environments found in Anglo-Saxon neighbours. Stress in the workplace costs the French economy around $80 billion annually, including 250 million sick days per year at $11 billion.
We're very closely identified with the work we do, and we want to do it well and in an orderly way. And when it's done in a totally unstructured manner and no longer provides satisfaction, it's the employee himself who cracks up. Their personality takes a hit, and that's how we've ended up with the extreme results among the workforce.
The alarming consequences of not dealing with stress now are getting through to management. After several sudden cases of long sick leave amongst its 30,000 employees, SPIE, which installs and runs electrical systems, decided it was time to act. Ensuring workload is managed, monitored and handled before things get out of control.
With globalization, with mondialization, the business is more and more difficult every day. And so the stress is growing up in every company. To motivate our staff through stress, we don't think it's the best way to have people very enthusiastic in their job.
This government-backed video is part of a new PR effort to get bosses to detect signs of stress and deal with it before it becomes a major issue. According to its own research, nearly half of all employees work under a deadline, and 1 in 3 have tense relationships with their colleagues or line managers. A failure to tackle the problem can have a major impact on companies' bottom line.
50 to 60% of absenteeism is down to stress. There is an indirect impact that is not immediately visible. A drop in productivity, deadlines not respected. Bad decisions are made, mistakes. These are all related to stress at work.
The 35-hour working week should have been nirvana for what is one of the most well-paid and protected workforces on the planet. But now French labourers are being pushed harder and harder, and with unemployment rising 25% this year, the French system is breeding a culture of fear. For many, job security laws feel empty.
The crisis is not something easy for the people. They can feel the stress. They are not sure that they are going to keep their jobs. Of course, we have good law and good protection, but it's not changing anything. If the people fears for their jobs, then it creates stress.
While much of the focus has tended to be on people who work for big companies in cities, the suicide rate is actually highest in the countryside amongst the farming community. But not many people in that field are prepared to talk about the impact of stress on their lives. France is very attached to its rural roots, but even here, subsidy reductions and cheaper foreign food imports are driving farmers from the land. These farmers meet up monthly to discuss how to help colleagues with mounting bills to pay.
From what we hear, there are a lot of farmers who are under medication, even if they don't admit it. Farmers are stoic. They don't say anything and end up committing suicide without saying anything.
But from the field to the city, while France flounders, one sector is enjoying a boom. France may have invented the phrase joie de vivre, but its population is now the biggest consumer of antidepressants in the world, spending $20 billion a year. With a harsher workplace environment, drug consumption has increased by 40%. Yet doctors claim that doesn't mean the French are unhappier than anyone else. While others drown sorrows, say, in drink, the French trust in medication.
It's easy to be under antidepressant in France. Maybe it's too easy to be under this kind of drugs. It's quite easy to start a treatment, and it's not so easy to stop it.
Until recently, the widespread use of antidepressants, which are refunded by the state, has been considered a simpler solution than dealing with the root causes of work-related stress. But now businesses realize the massive impact it can have on profits. Stress seminars are set to become as much a part of the workplace environment as sales forecast meetings.